In the age of intelligent marketing, success belongs to those who can architect data-driven experiences. Introducing the Advanced Digital Architect, a 2-week intensive to master Adobe Experience Platform, Journey Optimizer, and Customer Journey Analytics. Designed by an experienced Adobe consultant, this program unlocks the power of data to design personalized journeys that truly connect. Understand the core of AEP, orchestrate engagement with AJO, and gain deep insights with CJA, faster than ever before. Experience an immersive, hands-on bootcamp. Not theory, but transformation. In just 2 weeks, build real-world enterprise solutions, optimize customer journeys, and step into the role of a true digital architect. Your journey begins November 11th at 9 a.m. Transform your career, architect your future, master the Adobe Experience Cloud. Register now at https://techacademy.infinite360.in. The Advanced Digital Architect. Master AEP, AJO, and CJA in just 2 weeks. Powered by Infinite 360 Tech Academy.
Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about what exactly the program is, and then what made me to think about this course, right? So today we are going to discuss about the important agenda. So why AEP, right? So if you see here, okay, so I am coming out with a kind of an program, so which you can able to take it forward, so by utilizing the Tech Academy. So techacademy.infinite360.in, and my course is coming around like on my course is coming around, and then I will be taking it forward so with the kind of an information, and then what made me to select this course, or what made me to understand, and then how I can able to benefit the Martech in actions. Yeah. So speaking about the codes, okay, so what I am going to try to tell you is around, okay, so what this course is, and then how we can, and then later on I will be coming out with the kind of an understanding, so how we can able to take it forward. So within, so the course name is the Advanced Digital Architect CDP Experience, and then you will be end-to-end master AEP, AJO, and CJA in just 2 weeks. And then here what it is that it is completely practical, and there will not be any hands-on, or it will not be any kind of a theory. So what I am trying to fetch is around, okay, this course is completely practical, 100 percentage, and then it will be a kind of an interview readiness accelerator, so wherein you can able to take it forward, so with the kind of an course, right? So right now, what I am trying to do is like, how I can able to streamline the operation, and then how my course can able to benefit you, so right. So I can able to explain you in this manner, right? So suppose you have, okay, for example, say your career advancement or your career accelerator is, this course can able to benefit you in terms of how to achieve the transformation, digital transformation, in an nutshell way, and how we can able to make use of that in terms of the um, making of the streamline activity, and how we can able to utilize the AEP in the industry. So to be coming out in the nutshell, right, so I am coming out with this kind of a knowledge or something likewise, so which I have gained in my 15 years of experience. So what I am going to teach you is so in the entire course of 28 to 29 hours, okay, exactly. So, and I am going to teach you about the AEP full nutshell, and then implement the projects in detail, and then the scope, and then the implementation in a truthful way, so where I can able to explain you end to end of the flow 1 to 10, right? So the step 1, steps 2 and step 3, and then along with the workflow diagrams, right? So I will be providing you so the workflow diagrams in a nutshell, right? So I will be explaining you the nutshell programs, and then so I will be also explaining the kind of an implementation, so how we can able to take it forward. So and myself Pawan, so I have 15 years of experience in terms of this, and then so I will be providing you all kinds of an activity, okay, activity map, okay, where you can able to utilize this. Okay, so let me come out with a kind of an use case, okay, what I am trying to do. Okay, so I will be explaining you about the workflow, okay, about the Adobe Adam like a cart re-engagement for a sports and industry, and I will be also explaining you like this, okay, how I can able to explain how I can able to take the data into that, create the schemas, and then the schema like an activity, so wherein so you will be getting all the kinds of an LLMs, okay, so with the kind of an activity workbook, okay, along with the recordings, okay, along with the recording, and then so you will be also getting the skill assessments workshops, okay, where you can able to upgrade, right? So now coming into this, right, so I will be explaining you so what kind of a specific that I can able to take it, and then so the forward is around so how I can able to make use of the AEP in control, and I will be also explaining you in terms of the use case analysis, and then built on Adobe Experience Platform CJA and Adobe Journey Optimizer. So basically I will be also explaining about the real-time injection, and how that profile is getting injected into that, and whatnot. So I will be also explaining you about the profile collapse, okay, which is very common in AEP, okay, and so about the identity stitching and graphics, okay, I will be also explaining you more in detail about how that profile can able to be connected, okay, within the kind of an understanding or something, okay, so how we can able to inject the data into this system, right? So I will be also explaining you about how we can able to take the real impact by utilizing the intelligence layer of automation in AEP, AJO and CJA. Along with that, so I'll be also explaining you about the AEP MLOps, where you can able to implement the projects in a nutshell. So entire I will not be releasing in the YouTube, okay, so but okay, so this is an advanced architect program, so where you will be getting end-to-end hands-on, so not just the theory, right? So it is not a theory class, okay, so I'll be explaining you what the architect wants, and then so whatever the Adobe Experience Platform, okay, this course mission is to have a kind of an model of understanding, and then glowing neutral network, okay, growing neutral network of exploring the SME options in AEP, CJA and AJO, okay. So this lens into the kind of an AI and ML, okay, so how you can able to utilize. So let me go to this course structure, so how I can able to benefit you, okay, in terms of that, right? So yeah, so I will be also explaining you about the data governance, and then how to implement the data governance in terms of that, and so as a kind of an storyboard, so I will be explaining you about the entire digital transformation of the company, right? So and then it comes into the stitching, and then so it comes into the BFSI implementation from this thing, and then so retail projects like Aramark, customer 360 degree focus on the banking sector, and so how the customer data is getting started, okay. Today I will be telling you about two things, okay, in this entire 10 minutes of schedule, right? So and this is not the end, so and I will be also explaining you about the futuristic, how we can able to utilize that. So the entire course course or the bootcamp. So it's an 100% bootcamp, so where I will be organized in terms of providing the entire actionable in terms of that. So how we can able to take the stitching, and then how we can able to take the AEP into the account, and so how we can able to do the offer decisioning. So entirely it's an end to end hands on. And then so how we can able to streamline all the kinds of an implementation with the best practices. And then so entirely so it will be an incremental biased, so where you can able to take the entire course in terms of how we can able to module the data, and then so how we can able to implement the data, and then so in terms of the AEP, so how we can able to build the AEP first organization. So entirely so we will be taking it forward, and then so implementing it in a nutshell. And then the entire bootcamp plan is that, okay, so we will be implementing, okay, so the BFSI sector platform, so where you will be getting the live hands-on with respect to the projects and with respect to the sandbox. So sandbox access will be provided instantaneously once you register, and I will also empower the digital experience architects, and then so it will be also providing how we can able to utilize that in terms of the bootcamp or something likewise. And then the outcome is understand the entire Adobe infrastructure, and how we can able to have an AEP first organization, okay, and navigate and then the provide a kind of a key refinements on the kinds of a bootcamp, and provide a kind of an implementation, so where I will be providing you an outreach campaign and implement in once in a nutshell, right? So once in a nutshell, so I will be implementing this bootcamp. So it is that, so whatever the happenings are, so we will be continuing in 28 days of discussion, and I will be explaining you each and everything, so in terms of implementation of this, and then so implementation of the entire structure, right? So now I will be telling you about one thing, right? So why AEP? Okay, why AEP? So AEP is something like, okay, so for example, say, okay, you have the organization, so wherein, okay, so you itself have multiple sources of the data, and then so you have the unification as a pattern, okay, in which you have to dig down into the deeper. Previously, while in back in 2013 or 2014, so we have to dig down in terms of this, and we have to make use of PLSQL commands, okay, we have to make use of PLSQL commands, so wherein so we have to unify each and every aspect, and then so we have to architect the PLSQL programs, and then providing a kind of a requirement and implementation. Yes, so wherein so here what we are trying to achieve with the AEP, okay, AEP as a platform. So like, so if you can go to the experience.adobe.com, so this experience.adobe.com is a kind of a platform where it has the kind of an implementation in terms of the CDP, that is the unification in control. So unification in control. So accordingly, so we will be helping in this bootcamp, so we will be helping out with the workflows along with the sources and destinations, along with the audience creation and then the profile creation, along with the models, right? So I will be explaining you about the loan model, loan prediction models, and then so entirely by writing the Python code, okay, so how we can able to develop the recipes. So entirely it will be kind of an architectural, so where I will be also explaining you about the predictive lead and account scoring and customer AI and attribution AI, so in terms of that. And I will be also explaining you about the schemas, explaining you about the schemas in culture, and then what exactly we need to do, okay, in terms of that, and then what is the profile based schema, and then the data sets, right? So next is the data sets which can able to have a data lake in control, and then so help you to unify the data, and then so it will be storing on this as a data set, right? Next I will be coming into the decision management, so wherein I will be creating a offers, and then so you will be having a decision control in terms of the offers and then this thing. So next I will be coming into the tags, okay, where I can able to explain the streamline of the injection, okay, that is the data streaming injection. So and then so what is the batch connector, and then so how you can able to inject by using the streaming and then the web UI connectors, right? So next, so and then I will be explaining you about the some of the OOTP connectors, so which can able to take it forward. And so next is the CJA, right? So in terms of the CJA, so this course is attached with with a kind of, and so how we can able to get the data sets in from the Adobe to the Adobe to the CJA, and then how the person ID stitching will be happening, and then what is the field based stitching, and then likewise, so I'll be explaining you about the stitching methods. Okay, this course will not cover the reporting part of it. So next aspect is the AJO, so creating of the user journeys in terms of the entire structure. So the codes will be covered with the architectural plan for each and everything, okay, how to set up the decision engine, and then the strategy, and then so how we can able to unify by means of the data injection, and then how we can able to generalize the audience, and then so if for every industry like BFSI, and then so how the identities are getting merged, and then so you will be holistically looking at the administration, where you will be getting in hands-on the channel, okay, where I will be explaining you about the creation of the channels and then the journeys. End-to-end workflow will be provided like this, okay, end-to-end workflow will be provided like this in terms of that, so that so everyone whoever is getting accustomed to the either the fresher or else either the experience, so you can able to get an hands-on pack, okay, wherein so I will be explaining you within the kinds of an CDPs, right? So and then the entire course structure or entire entire structure is mentioned in this document that I have shared to you, okay. So in this I will be explaining you each and every detail of this, and then so I will be explaining you in a nutshell, so on the day wise coverage, okay, not exactly that. So transform your career with Infinite 360 with the AJO, AEP and CJA. So wherein so I can able to explain the industry level and then the hands-on learning approach. Okay. So where I will be providing you a real-time world projects of 10 comprehensive BFSI projects. Okay, covering up with customer 360, predictive analytics, journey orchestration and ROI measurement. And in this, so the day one will be the overview and architecture, so where the outcome will be the BFSI datasets and then establish customer 360 foundation. And day two is the injection of the pipelines, right? Like how the ELT works on this, and then how ETL will be working on this, and how you can able to build a streamlined connectors as a data engineer. Okay, next is the schema design, so how we can able to do the schema design in terms of that, right? So and then identity service, like I will be explaining you about the identity service and on the online banking, so how we can able to have an interaction. So real-time profiles, I will be explaining you about the real-time profiles and then the segmentation service in the week 7 or on the day 7. So I will be explaining you about the integration. All the learnings will be combined as in project 1, okay, and then so the project 2, project 3, so has to be worked on the assignments, okay, and project 4, so 3 projects assignments, and then so 1 project will be delivered then and there itself with a workflow. And along with that, so I will be also explaining you about how we can able to do that, what are the best practices, and how you can able to automate, okay, how you can able to automate, okay, by means of the experience design model. Next is the advanced application, so I will be explaining you about the destinations and activation, consent and privacy, wherein I will be explaining you about the journey and orchestration. I will be designing an automated credit card onboarding journey with trigger based personalization, and then so entirely I will be explaining you about the customer journey analytics, okay, wherein so we will be devising the customer journey stitching in detail and measuring that on the loan application. So next is the last day, so will be an intensive day, and then so we will be having a portfolio ready, and then suppose boot camp, so I'll be providing you with 3,500 certifications, certification questions which you can able to practice, right? So if you can able to check this, okay, so in this, okay, you have 3,500 questions that will be uploaded and then given to you as a kind of a test series, right? So I will be also providing you with a kind of an refinement, and I will be also, it will be updated, and then so you can able to take all the kinds of a test, right? One of the test is this, okay, so this is a kind of an AEP enterprise architect challenge, okay, which contains 60 expert level scenarios, okay, and then so this is the production experience recommended, so wherein so you can able to take it forward. So if I take this, okay, I'll be explaining you, or I will be giving you as an assignment, so where you can able to practice like that. You have 3,554 questions, okay, wherein so you can able to have a pro kind of an understanding, and then so you can able to implement that in your project, okay. This acts as an, so these are based on the entire interviews that I have attended, and these are based on the certifications that I have done. So I have prepared by sitting for 1 year, so I have prepared this all questions, okay, within the scenario of BFSI projects, that is the banking, financial and investment sectors, okay, wherein my implementation stands for. So you can able to get this, right? So and then so entire stack is, okay, whoever signs up this project, or whoever is this thing, so will be a career ready accelerator, wherein so you can able to get that a kind of a confidence in terms of that, and you can also understand in terms of how you can able to have a independent contributor in terms of the entire stack. Like, so once after this course is completed, so we can able to assure you that, okay, you can able to be an independent contributor, okay, and then so you can able to implement the entire projects, okay. So that is the end outcome, so that we are expecting. So and then it is a career ready accelerator. So on each of the scenario, okay, you can able to have a positive marks and then the negative marks, and then once you have completed this, okay, you can able to get a test score, and then so where and all you have crept a mistake, or else where and all your understanding is not in a right pattern, or where and all so your logical sense is not in a right rigid manner, so you can able to get through it, and then so you can able to get it over the email, okay, once after you do that, okay. So entirely it is on you, okay. The career acceleration, either you want to take it as a career acceleration, or either you want to take it in terms of the learning, or entirely so it will be at the click of a button, okay. So here stands, okay, you can able to call me, or you can able to take it forward with the kind of a tech academy. So you can email me in 5net360 business consulting @gmail.com, right? So we are at the reach, and then so we will be looking forward for your reply. So this will be also comprising the real world projects like customer 360 for retail banking, loan default prediction model, customer onboarding journey, and insurance upsell campaign, how you can able to do that, right? So and current prevention for wealth management and cross attribution, yeah. So entirely you will be mastering through this, okay. Either you can able to apply for data engineering, analytics engineering, marketing activation, or else be a digital architect, okay, according to your experience. And then so enroll for today, so it is of 28 in this 28 hour 28 intensive hours, and then it is of 2 weeks mastery without any break, even on Saturday and Sunday, okay. So Saturdays and Sundays, so we will be having a practical exposure, so wherein so we can able to take it forward, so and then develop a kind of a pathway, right? So and entirely you can able to transform your career, so with this program. So this is what is the career 360 Infinite 360 Career Accelerator Program on AEP, CJA, and AJO. So the program name is Digital Architect. So how you can able to unify the data and how you can able to create, okay, the kind of an unification in terms of the entire organization, and then be a right partner for AEP implementation guide, right? So this is what is all about. And then so this is a structured boot camp. And so we will not be hosting, or we will not be posting any videos on YouTube other than this video, and we will be taking it forward so within this preview. Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful session. So yeah, so please feel free to contact me, or if there are any questions, so you can able to ask me or the chat or something likewise. Yeah, thank you.